All right, Andrea, so we're starting off with the bacon portion of the salad.
Of course we are, because I love Paris. We had a great trip to Paris with my husband.
Yeah.
And it seems that I get way more pictures of food when I'm in Paris or anywhere really than myself, which is totally on brand. But I mean, look at that butter. How can you not?
Oh my gosh.
Steak frites.
Yeah.
We know Anna's going to whip up some of that soon.
Oh, delicious.
Classic croque monsieur.
Oh,
and there might be one picture of my husband.
Oh, there you go. You got one.
You know, it's a balance. More food than people.
I feel like I also had a picture with the Arc de Triomphe. I feel like this is a
It's a thing to do. That or the Eiffel Tower, right?
Everyone's got us there. All right, perfect. Okay, so we are getting started on that bacon.
Okay, so Salade Lyonnaise has some very basic components. We've got delicious bacon bits, also known as lardons, right? If you want to be fancy about it. We've got the friseé salad, which is really unique. It's kind of bitter, and you have to use this. I'm going to say, like, if you can't find it, yes, choose something a bit bitter. You could do dandelion greens, put it with some mesclun. But friseé is a beautiful choice, and it's just so colorful and fun. Look at that.
It's beautiful, and I love that it comes in the little. It almost looks like a little hat. Like it comes in the nicest little kind of head.
I will say you need to wash it and use your hands to tear it apart. Do not use a knife for this. I know sometimes at home we like to use a knife for salad and stuff.
Yeah.
Use your hands.
Yeah.
You know, make it pretty.
Make it pretty.
Yeah.
We're
All
good
right.
to go.
Let's start with the dressing. So we've rendered off our bacon to make these gorgeous lardons, and we're going to do our dressing right in that pan. So we've got some bacon fat left in there. How can you not? We're in Paris, right? Butter or bacon, one or the other.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to add in some Dijon mustard. I'm going to get you to do that, Mary. A whisk for you, or perfect.
Right on.
Oh no, I'm going to do. You know what we're going to do first?
Oh, we're going to do shallots first.
We're going to do shallot. So
I
just
love
a minced shallot.
Also, I'm not going to lie, this smell of the bacon fat with the shallot in there.
You can't go wrong.
You cannot go wrong.
It has Paris written all over it, right? Yeah. So you're just going to sweat those out for about 30 seconds to let them get nice and soft and translucent. Then you're going to go in with one of my favorite ingredients, that Dijon mustard.
You got to have it.
Right?
Yeah.
Fun fact, you know that we as Canadians ship most of our mustard seed, not most of it, but a lot of it to France to make Dijon mustard.
It's true. 95% of the world's mustard. You're welcome, world. 95% of the world's mustard grown in Canada.
Yeah, amazing. I love that. Okay, so you're going to whisk in the Dijon.
Okay.
For vinegar, we're going to choose a sherry vinegar. Now, it's a bit different. Sometimes it can be difficult to find.
Okay.
If you can't find it, just use a little bit of red wine vinegar, white wine vinegar, whatever's at your disposal. We want you to make this. We don't want you to have to search for all the ingredients.
No,
right?
but if you can find a sherry vinegar, I like to even swap it out for like a bread dipper as opposed to balsamic. So good.
Yeah,
delicious.
it's really good. It has nice flavors to it. So whisk that up.
Smells amazing.
And we're going to take that off the heat.
Okay.
We want it to be a little bit warm because we're going to put our friseé in it at the end so it gets beautifully coated.
Perfect.
All right, next up, let's talk about eggs. So the next component is a poached egg.
This almost sounds like a breakfast salad.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the carbonara of salads.
Yeah.
Right? Bacon and eggs, but with lettuce.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we are going to do poached eggs. So Mary, I'm going to get you to crack some eggs into a little ramekin.
Okay.
There are lots of tips and tricks in terms of poaching eggs. I'm sure you've given out hundreds in your time.
Truly.
Right, vinegar, yes, you can use vinegar. It helps bring those proteins together. A swirling whirlpool of... You can do that, but make it slow. It doesn't have to be like a vortex of, you know.
We're not remaking the movie Twist
No, exactly.
here. Yeah.
But make sure that your water is about just underneath a simmer. You don't want it boiling. I think people get caught up and have their water boiling too much, and then the egg will fall apart. Fresh egg.
Okay.
I say fresh egg. And if you want, you can use a little strainer to get all those excess whites off.
The older your eggs, the more liquidy those egg whites can get,
Yes.
and that's when the strainer comes in handy.
I say an older egg is better for like hard cooking, and then a younger or a fresher egg is good for this business.
Good.
All
Now
right,
we're going to
just
do
a little like, you know, just like hello.
the hint of a currant.
Yeah, a little currant. Okay, so pop that right in there.
Okay.
If you want to do your eggs ahead of time, you absolutely can. You can poach them ahead of time, pull them out, and then you can store them in a little bit of water, even in the fridge overnight, and then just heat them back up in a little bit of water.
Perfect.
And you're good to go the next day.
I feel like a lot of people don't know you can pre-do poached eggs, but
Yeah.
Andrea Buckett is here to debunk that myth.
Yeah, or you can do what my dad does. He has like little steamer cups, which technically aren't poached eggs, but we'll let him get away with it.
Does he do them in the water, or does he do them like my mom in the microwave?
No, it's a steamer. It's a little contraption. You put on the stove with water underneath it.
Oh, cool.
And they're like, it's like so old school.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so let's build the salad. So we've got the friseé there. We're going to pop it right into that dressing, and so everything gets really well coated.
Beautiful.
And then we're going to bring it on over here and we're going to plate it up.
Oh my gosh. And it just gives it a kiss of heat. It gives it the slightest little wilt, which is perfect.
Yeah, it just brings everything together and it sort of coats that friseé. Because it's really bitter, the sweetness of the bacon and the shallots really help to complement that and bring it all together.
Oh my gosh, this looks stunning,
Oh yeah,
Andrea.
that's enough for me right there.
Yeah.
That's one portion right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so next up, we're going to get our poached eggs here. Now, if you're going to store them overnight, or even if you take them out of the water, I like to either use a paper towel, or you can use the healer or the crust of bread, and just like, if you're not going to eat it, I happen to like the healer.
Yeah.
But if you don't, just dip it on there.
You call it the healer, I call it the butt. Yeah.
I feel like the healer is like a Newfoundland thing.
Okay.
My in-laws are from Newfoundland.
There you go. Yeah.
And so I think the healer, we're going to make a couple eggs on here. So this is a group
A
dish.
sharing salad.
Yeah, so let's pop that on there. And then we're going to finish off with some of those lardons or bacon bits.
Oh my gosh,
Come
this
on.
is a total stone cold stunner.
All right. Last but not least, just a few chives. It's not traditional, but I mean, you know what I say? Once you know the rules, you can break them.
You
so
break
let's
them
do
up,
it.
yeah.
And then serve it with some little baguette or crostini, and you are off to the races.
Look
yeah.
at that absolute beaut. I am so into this. What a beautiful salad.
so much, Mary.
Andrea, you killed it.
So much fun. I want to go to Paris.
There we go, Sam.
Yeah.
We gotta plan our
let's go.
trip. Let's do it.
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.